Hi, this is Hallicrafters Rehabs, where Hallicrafters radios get a rehab, and boy, I had one last night. Here, turn this down. So I was doing what you might call sea trials with this SX-71, and I flipped on a single sideband signal, whatever it was. I think it was a marine weather station. And I flip on the BFO and there's nothing there. What's going on here? So I thought, well, let's just turn down the sensitivity, and there came the BFO. Basically, it had a weak BFO signal. A BFO is just simply an internally generated carrier signal at a frequency very close to what you're listening to, which gives you a beat frequency, which gives you the necessary carrier to translate code wave and single sideband into a normal listenable signal. But it was the signal from the oscillators too weak. So what's the matter here? So I start to look into things and discovered that the bias resistor in the 6SC7 was incorrect. So basically, the 6SC7 is two tubes in one. I'm drawing peanuts or something here. And what you have is two plates, two grids, and two cathodes. And its first use in tube radios was as an amplifier, an audio amplifier. And you would sometimes see it drawn like this. You have the plate like this, and here you have the screens, and then the cathodes. I can't even draw it, it's so small, but essentially the cathodes were in the middle. So, and it would drive two audio output transformers. And that was its first initial use. The plate voltage limit is 250 volts, and there is no screen. Now, Hallicrafters first uses it in the HT6 transmitter to drive the audio modulation in 1939, just 10 years before the SX-71. And then it shows up again in the SX-28 and the S-31 in 1940 as an audio amplifier. In 1941, the SX-32, it was used as an audio amplifier. But we don't see it first as a BFO until 1948 in the S52 and the S53. In that case, they have the BFO, it's just an oscillator circuit, okay, on this side, and then the audio is on, amplifier portion is on that side. And the S52 is a very low B plus, no transformer, All-American 5 type receiver with just a 50 volts on the plate. And the S53 has a power transformer in the more normal configuration for that, and there's 180 volts DC on the BFO plate. Then in 1949, a year later, excuse me, in 1949, a year later, the SX-71 comes out, but in In the run 1 version, the plate bias resistor is only 22,000 ohms, and the plate voltage is 225 volts. Then that's for run 1, but in runs 2 through 4, this this resistance is dropped down to 100K, and the voltage nominally is at 140 volts DC. So what I did was I basically missed the difference between run 1. I'm once again looking at the wrong schematic. I need to probably write down on the schematics which run is which, and put in the 22K resistor, and as a result the BFO signal was not strong enough for the radio. But now that I've put in a 100K resistor, it is now the voltage is down to 140 DC, and we have a good robust BFO circuit. So that's an important difference when you're rebuilding these radios. This is Hallicrafters rehabs again for runs 2 through 4. Okay, so that change was made in the radio, and you can hear good single sideband right now. So the BFO is working properly, and that explains why my plate voltage on the BFO on the 6SC7 was running 226. That agreed with the SAM's photo fact, but did not agree with the run 4 schematic. And it is correct to have R52 has 100,000 ohms on runs 2, 3, and 4. And if you know of any run 1s out there, then the same resistor would be 22K. This is Hallicrafters Rehabs. Thanks for watching.